The 10 trail begins outside of Luskan and crosses the spine of the world's mountain north before crossing the tundra and terminating finally in Bryn Shander. In ideal conditions, it's a 6-day trek, but the conditions are far from ideal. On the evening of the 3rd day, the sun set below the horizon and has not risen since. The trail is snowed over in many places, and the wagon train moves at a slow and careful pace in the dark of the everlasting Rime. It is the 8th day of your expedition, and as it draws to a close, the wagon master announces it will likely be the last night of setting camp in the mountains. I'd like to go around the table, starting with Dave, if we could. Bear in mind, it is negative 40 degrees Fahrenheit out. Ooh. It is dark and has been for the past 5 days or so. I'd like you to give one brief physical description of your character, something that other players might recognize you for, but bear in mind that you're probably wearing heavy winter clothing, parkas and boots and mittens and gloves. What's something that, with all of that winter gear on, they would recognize about Sai?
Sai is always with his mushroom-embezzled shield of multiple colors and weird polka dots and star patterns that seem to kind of shift and move in a very peculiar way. Other than that, he has a gnarled, rooty staff that he calls his shiggle stick. And those are his main things that you could tell him apart from everyone else if he's just bundled up in warm clothes.
Gotcha. Can you give me a perception check, please?
18.
18. All right. Okay, we're going to skip you for the time being. I think you understand why.
Mm-hmm. Bad. What did you do?
She's put in timeout.
I peed in the snow.
She missed the puppy pad.
Yellow snow.
All right, Paul. Same question. What's something that everybody would immediately recognize you outside of your winter clothing?
Probably his big bovine horns. He's a minotaur. He's remarkably
He's
short.
a horny boy.
He's remarkably short for a minotaur. He's about a little less than 6 feet.
Okay.
What's your name, by the way? Do we know that?
Nicolau.
Nicolau.
Here, I guess we can. Oops. Throw pencils around. And can you give me a perception check?
He also tends to breathe heavily, so like the, if anybody's ever seen cows in cold, the big steam.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Paul, can you give me a perception check, please?
I'd be happy to with my new dice, and let's see how they fucking suck like my last dice. 17.
Whoa!
Plus, I don't know what the
You didn't ruin them yet.
Plus $1 million.
Yeah, no, this is not Zanzer. 19.
Total of 19. All right, thank you very much. Zevelin, or Zev for short?
Zevian.
Zevian.
Although you could always pronounce it Zevillain if you want.
Zevian.
Zevian.
This is not
She
foreshadowing.
grows a mustache. They never suspect. Bundled in probably one of the nicest coats, with fur, but also layers of fur, looking very, very dressy. Also has one of those, those fluffy, like Russian women's hats.
Yes, the big.
I don't know what they're called.
Yeah, Ushinka. Yeah.
I thought that was the one with the flaps. Anyway,
Oh.
it is a similar style, and of course, not really trying to hide her face that much is the telltale gray skin of a drow, and of course the long ears and everything, the white hair, which is matching so beautifully with the falling snow now, and perhaps looking dressed for the occasion, but the most out of place here. But also, if this is a traveling thing, she would have been certainly one of the more friendly people amongst the expedition, if we're calling it that.
Mm.
But if she were to be out of those layers, there would probably be a very nice noble's outfit, perhaps even with a symbol that only some might recognize. And I do have that painting too that I can use as an image.
Yeah.
In case anybody does wish to see that.
We can throw that up in the Discord later so people can reference it.
Sure.
Can the villain give me a perception check, please?
You can. we've already won your campaign with these rolls. So it's going to be 21 total. For me.
21. Okay. All right.
You guys are just seeing everything. There's like
Guys, there's a bad plot ahead. Let's go. Turn around.
Let's go back. The Icewind Dale sucks. Pavu.
The most noticeable thing about Pavu is the sheer fucking size of him. He's a big boy. Despite the fact that Pavu is pretty resistant to the cold, this is like, maybe like a chilly early spring day for him. Like, nips slightly hard. But he does have like a Game of Thrones style, like the IKEA rug looking kind of cloak over him. He is seated, eyes closed, apparently meditating.
Okay.
It's tranquil unit.
Yeah, tranquil unit. Tranquil.
And this meditating drum truck will have a perception score of...
That's gonna be 4, dog. He's meditating so fucking hard!
Locked in a prison of his own mind.
Deep in
All
the
right.
prison of my own
you just
mind.
hear the monkey symbols going in his head.
And Kuspulad.
Huspalad doesn't show up to the site right away because he's out hunting for meals. He comes back with a couple of rabbit pelts on a stick. He is totally covered head to toe in tan skins and furs. He's wearing a set of goggles to cover the only part of his face that needs to be revealed to see. And there's actually a skin shader that goes over it. It's drawn back right now, but if it were sunny out, it'd be drawn in to prevent snow blindness. And when he does finally come back to the camp, he has this sort of almost shuffling gait that's very mechanical in nature. He just has this like very consistent foot rhythm as he walks through the snow. And then kind of sets up shop next to the campfire to put together some food.
Cool. May I get your perception check, please?
15.
15. All right. So, as the wagon train comes to a halt in the mountains, and Pavu begins to meditate, and Kuspalad is hunting for small game to try and feed the caravan for this what should be the final night of camping, something is amiss. The snow has started to pick up, which isn't unusual this far into the mountains. It's snowed on and off throughout your entire journey. But this snow is heavier, and almost intelligent in the way that it finds every spot of unclothed skin to just bite at the flesh. This grinding snow that begins to like irritate the backs of your ears, your eyes, and your nose as you're breathing. It's just a very oppressive snow, and it feels like it's only going to get worse. And then you feel this tremor, this shake in the earth, and it's not enough to knock you from your feet, but it's enough to draw your attention. And everybody, except for Pavu, who is busy focusing his mind on, his will,
Monk shit.
doing monk shit,
Taking the shit.
realize that you are moments away from this avalanche that comes barreling down the side of the mountain, threatening to wipe out your caravan, with only seconds to prepare yourself for getting hit by this tidal wave of snow. I would like everybody to make either an athletics or an acrobatics check, your choice, as you physically react to this impending threat. Pavu, I'd like you to make it a disadvantage, please.
That makes sense. That's fair.
On brand.
15.
15 for Zev.
12?
12 for Pavu.
21.
21.
Starting out strong. I made my character to do one thing.
Side?
18.
18. Nicolau.
5.
5. Okay.
I really like that.
All right. What I would like now is to get some table space so I can put a map out, please.
And this is with a full caravan of all kinds of people, right? There's like
Yes.
a whole crew of it.
Yes, there are merchants, there are guards, there's a wagon master.
Fogbuck says we're the only ones who survive.
Are there like families, or is it just like is this like? A
No,
professional
this is
caravan?
this is mainly just professional travelers.
Got hit by that avalanche so hard you Skyrim.
Welcome to Skyrim. God damn it.
I'm so nauseous.
I immediately vomit profusely.
Oh, I love props. Yes.
Okay, there's a little cave entrance there. Can you decorate it with this, please?
Shit.
But
It
Kate,
makes you
there's a little
allergic
gap
to
between the
stuff.
two trees in front of you. Can you put that
Sorry, I was trying to-
next one up, please?
Not sneeze on anyone.
Can we go to
beautiful, right
Shelter?
there,
I have
right
allergies.
We really know how to turn Amazon packing materials into like interesting.
I've expanded a bit. My powers have doubled since the last time you met me, Count.
This is so impressive. I'm expanding too.
He's older now.
That was good. That was really
Down.
All right.
Make room.
Wait,
Make
do
room.
we start with inspiration? Because if not,
the boner joke.
The avalanche brings an onslaught of ice and snow that knocks the breath from your lungs. Face down and buried alive, you are deaf and blind. You draw a panic breath, try to call for help, but the snow packed around your face muffles your scream. Mustering all of your strength, you push against your trappings. Either by skill, or luck, or Oral's good graces, you're able to free yourself and struggle to your feet. To your left, one of your fellow travelers from your mountain crossing party is attempting to free another who's buried waist deep in snow. To your right, three more familiar figures stand silhouetted against oily torchlight, their calls mingling with the growling and baying of circling, or the growling and baying of circling beasts. At your feet, the carcass of the wagon in which you travel lies in ruins, crushed by the trunk of an uprooted tree that only barely missed you. A strangled moan comes from under the wreckage, calling for aid. I'd like initiative rolls from everyone, including Una, please.
Less on bread.
19.
19 for
Is that a
14.
dice tower? I love the sound of that.
Yeah, he got the black walnut version of this with the full tower.
All right, so we had a 19 from Pavu, 14 from... I heard a 14. You got a 4.
And I'm a dexterity character, guys.
5 for Sai.
13.
13. All right. 0. Paul, you're back. and Zev.
I knew it was only a matter of time.
What's your guy's name again, Dave?
Sigh.
Zev, what did you get for initiative? Josh, you're Zev.
Yes. That's 14.
14.
I thought it already said it.
I know I heard a 14. I just
that
didn't
was
hear
the
where it came
14.
from.
The Phantom 14.
Oops. So there's Nikolai with a fat 0.
He's count spotted. Oh my god. You ass.
I love it! That's so cute.
He doesn't look like a Holstein, but when he asked me what color I wanted my clothes to, I'm like, I gotta make it a Holstein.
Oh, that's perfect. That is exactly
Oh,
the shit I
that's
had
so
in mind.
good.
And Una, what were you again?
13.
13.
Very nice.
All right.
Oh, I
Those look
like that
great.
it's frosty. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Pavu, you even though you were locked in meditation, your monk reflexes allow you to react to things much quicker than
It is what I do.
mortal people. Towards that tree trunk that is sitting right in front of you, that is where it's. I described it as torchlight, but it's actually coming from an oil lantern that somehow managed to stay lit through this this avalanche that you guys just sustained, and there is a silhouetted form of one of your fellow travelers there, and beyond the torchlight into the darkness where you cannot see, you see these glowing yellow eyes and the baying of beasts somewhere near there.
In the area of where the wagon came to rest, you can hear cries for help. You can also see that some people are digging a party that is stuck waist deep in the snow between these two trees. I would allow you. I want you to pick any one of those 3 spots and start yourself within 5 feet of it, and we will
from there.
give you a loner mini since you forgot yours.
Thanks. I was just going to use my Nemea mini because the Pavu one will not. It's
No.
never going to make it in time.
No, that's okay. We'll give you a loner. Here, you can be sword guy. Oh, actually, you know what? No, you can be the oral snowflake.
Oral snowflake.
Aural snow.
That's a terrible.
Oh, aural, like hearing. Okay.
Yes. No. Well.
I was so
like the
excited for a
gods,
second
but-
there. I'm going to.
Beasts.
Yeah,
beasts,
no, that's.
beasts.
I think I'm gonna put myself right over here next to the person who's kind of like. I'm assuming they're like crawling backwards, kind of like that from the beasts.
I will
Almost.
describe them to you if you want to place this token to represent them over there.
Okay.
And then, since you are that close, I will allow you to see. Benjamin, can you place those 3 on the other side of that log for me, please? Any 3 spaces over there will do. Just beyond that log are 3 wolves that are beginning to circle. You are standing next to a burly half-orc that you've sort of met in this passing way that you meet fellow travelers. He's introduced you to you before as Adazar. Adazar, he's a half-orc. He wears branding of the Flaming Fist. And he's told you one like quick fact about him. He's on his way to bury his brother who died in Icewind Dale. He's on leave from the Flaming Fist to do that. Okay. And you can see now he's like he was thrown clear of the wreckage when the avalanche came down the mountain, and he immediately recognized the threat. He's got his shield in one hand and a torch in the other hand, and he was halfway through struggling to put his armor on. He's got half of like a chainmail shirt put on, but it's caked with snow and it's not belted, so it's very awkward, and he's trying to protect himself from these wolves, but he looks like he's in a bad spot.
Okay.
What would you like to do to help?
I would like to put myself between him and the wolves.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do a cool flip over this log. And I have Pavu has 2 sickles for his weapons.
Ooh, okay.
Because it's badass.
Now a hammer and sickle.
We'll return to that later. Fuck. Why are you smarter than me? So I'm going to say a bit more speed with your donning there would be appreciated, my friend. And I'm going to take a swing on this guy.
Okay.
With my weapon.
Bark.
Ooh, this is weird. Weapons. That's not great. That's going to be a 7. But can I do another thing here? I don't think so yet.
Probably no. I think at level 1 you can make a martial arts attack with a bonus action if you want.
Oh yeah, I'm going to do that then. I'll make a martial. Cool. Fun motion. Another one. That one's even worse. Okay. I'm clearly still very cold and like kind of shaking off the meditation shit.
It'll happen.
So I miss on both of those.
Okay. But in the meantime, at least the wolves will not be attacking your friend who is struggling to get his armor on.
Yeah, they'll just eat me.
Zev, this is going on somewhere in the area. You can do the same selection process I put Kate through, where you can decide if you want to start here, where there's someone stuck under the wagon wreckage, over here, where there's somebody buried alive in the snow, or over there with the wolves.
You know, the wolves are just so tempting. That's great real estate over there. I think I'm going to be with the wreckage.
With the wreckage.
Better covered that way.
All right.
Yeah.
So, underneath the...
Oh, maybe you got a token for me.
No, this is an NPC. You can put your mini down.
Okay.
This is the wrong song, but we're going to roll with it.
So, trapped underneath the carcass of the wagon over here is a dwarf female that is introduced to yourself in the past as Anna Ironhelm. She's a vendor, like an alchemist merchant. And you can see she has the wheel has come off the wagon, and the body of the wagon has fallen and landed right across her hips. And it's pinned her down to the snow, and she is slowly suffocating because it's crushing her underneath the weight of it. And she's struggling and reaching out for you, looking for help.
How would you like to help, or would you like to help?
Do I see the wolves that are threatening over there?
Well, dark vision is a funny thing, because they are actually illuminated under dim light, so I guess you would see them.
120 feet dark vision, so yes.
Yeah. Well, the problem becomes the snow. The snow also obscures your sight lines. So, but you can see wolves. I'll give you the wolves from.
How far are they from me?
Let's call it 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. We'll call it 80 feet.
I'm not sure if that's accurate, but that sounds right.
That is fine with me. I just need to look up to see if levitation works on other things or just me.
Give you a guess on other things. I think it's an object or a person, isn't it?
Levitate an object, creature or object of your choice you can see with range rises vertically 20 feet. So I can levitate a target that weighs up to 500 pounds.
Wow!
Just put a wagon and throw it at something.
Yes.
Of course, you can only lift it up.
Straight up, but it still has to get somebody out that's pinched
And
underneath.
do I see? And the wolves are dealing with our tranquility right here.
All right, yeah, your huge friend or your huge co-traveler.
Okay.
thick boy.
Well, okay. That the wolves are addressed for now then, and if this person is suffocating, then they need help. What does she do, by the way? What's this dwarf story?
She is a alchemy merchant. She's traveling to Icewind Dale to sell potions. That's what she's told you, at least.
Okay, good. That can come in handy later.
There you go.
So, of course, Zev is way too weak to lift this on her own. But getting her bearings, I think she'll just be keeping her eyes on the wolves, but also just giving a gentle smile to her as she uses her once per day ability to levitate.
The entire half of a wagon.
Yeah,
Let me just double check that I want to make sure that I can do it, because this is drow high magic.
If
Yeah,
it's,
I can do it once per day.
There you go. And he said it's 500 pounds?
Up to 500 pounds.
Yeah, I mean, if that doesn't lift it clear off the ground, it's enough to at least get the corner up. So the wagon comes up, and I will give her a cursory strength check to see if she can get out. Yep, she once the wagon is lifted, she can free herself from the snow. So you have successfully saved this person from imminent death. You still have a movement bonus. Do you want to do anything else?
This would be the time, of course, to... I don't think I got cunning action yet, do I? This is my first rogue, people, so...
No, we'll get you through it. It's
Cunning
Kate's first
action's,
monk, so we'll...
Level 2, I think, for you.
That's what I
Yeah,
thought.
cunning action is level 2 for sure.
I think I'm just going to try and move to... well, I'd like to try to get her away from this thing, as I will probably try to levitate it back down so we have cover.
Okay.
And assuming that there's nothing else valuable underneath the carriage.
All right.
I will... I'm going to move that, too.
I think you have to pick one. I have to pick one object for levitate. So you levitated the wagon. I'll allow you to use your movement to help them get clear of the wreckage if you want to do that, and then you can loot wagon next turn if you want.
I guess I'll just keep it going then if there's other valuables that might be there.
Okay.
And I'll just gently tell her, grab what you need.
Okay. She's impressed by this magical display of yours, and she goes digging through the snow looking for items, presumably, which since that's what you told her. One moment. I have a song for Una.
Angel eyes.
No, it's Ice Ice Baby.
I'm going home.
Promise?
Yep.
Pop was back with a brand new edition.
Ice. Ice to meet you.
Oh god, the ice puns.
Here we go!
Rein it in. Una,
Yes.
since your own mishap in these mountains some weeks ago, you've been struggling to find your way back to civilization. In the perpetual night of the everlasting rime, the forests are dark and full of beasts, full of monsters, orcs, goblins, freezing to death, starving to death, a myriad of ways for a 14-year-old girl to perish on her own in the wilderness. Either by your own innate sense, or maybe something speaking to you, you stumbled upon this cave. You've been afraid to explore it because it progresses deeper and darker into the side of the mountain, and without being able to see what's ahead of you, it's been nerve-wracking. But it's also warm, and there is a natural warm spring that provides fresh water and keeps you from freezing to death. So it's become your de facto home for at least the past few days. And you can even get a good night's sleep there when the echoes of voices from the other end of the cave don't keep you awake at night. You feel the tremor in the mountain as the avalanche sweeps the caravan down right outside of what has become your front door. And you see torchlight, firelight, for the first time since your own caravan met a grisly end. You may start yourself within 5 feet of the cave entrance. You see what's on the board ahead of you. How would you like to react?
Where's that person buried underneath the snow?
In that general area, that's where the voices are coming from.
Okay.
Also, bear in mind, it is dark. It is
dark.
very dark. You can see the light coming from the fight with the wolves, but other than that, it is pitch black out here.
Okay. Oh, right. I will cast magic missile on this wolf over here that's taking a bite out of Pavu.
Magic missile, you say? All right.
Or not magic missile, Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch
Sorry.
Blast.
I don't know why I got those so confused.
That's okay.
It's basically the warlock version of that.
Moist missile.
42.2.
So go ahead and give me an attack roll.
I fucking forget how to do shit.
Charisma and also +2.
Yes. Right, so I still roll.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Right. That is a 14.
14 total. All right. Roll damage.
Damage. This is exciting. Minimum.
Womp.
What's the total?
Big ol' fat one on the die.
Yeah, unless you took the
Yeah, and
warlock
so there's
thing,
no
it's-
modifier. All right.
Yep, that is a 1-pointer.
All right. Well, hey, you know what? Every point counts. So, Pavu, while you are sort of keeping one eye on the wolves and one eye on your friend getting his armor on, this like dark crackling beam of energy just like goes right past your head, slams into the wolf that you're dealing mano a mano with, and all of a sudden, if you glance sort of over your shoulder to see where it comes from, what does Pavu see when he sees Una?
So sort of standing in the mouth of the cave, shivering in these tattered winter clothes. They're still warm, but they're a little bloodstained, they're a little bit ruined, is this little girl. I mean, not young, but she's small for her age, so she looks like she could be somewhere between 11 and 14. She's shivering and she's kind of looking at her hands like she's not really sure if she can trust what just happened. And she sort of, when you turn and look at her, she tries to scoot farther into the shadows.
And Una, would you like to do anything with your move or your bonus action?
You know what? It's warm in here.
Get her.
That's your whole plan. Get it.
Get her.
Let's do get help.
You know what? Let's be brave. 3, 4.
Sure, that won't come back to haunt you.
Never has, never will. Because you don't live long enough to be haunted by it.
You'd said you haunt other people with your ghost.
Yeah,
So Una's gonna.
that's a win.
She sort of darts out from the mouth of the cave and tries to hide behind the log and sort of in the bushes
Okay.
or treetops or whatever these are.
I'll grant you some cover over there. That's fine.
Yeah.
All right. Anything with your bonus?
Nope.
Okay. Sai, you may start yourself in any of these 3 locations that we've described, and then go ahead and interact with them.
Oh man. Well, let's really split the party. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Sai's gonna be helping dig as much as a goblin digging in the snow can.
Right now, all you can see, you can't identify this traveler. You've met basically everybody, but right now all you're seeing is 2 booted feet kicking in the air. They're buried nose deep in the snow. Or nose down in the snow, so...
He will cast guidance on himself
Okay.
and then try to yeet him out of there.
All right. Roll to yeet.
Eat them feet.
13.
13. All right, that's good enough to get started. It seems like it's going to take at least one more round of digging.
I forgot guidance. Roll the die. 14.
Okay. Yeah, that's one success. It's going to take a couple of successes to get them out, but you started to dig around their hips and, trying to grab them by the belt and yank them out.
And it's just one person stuck in the snow.
The only one that you can see.
Okay.
Only one that you know of. But you feel like if it takes too much longer and they're stuck face down, they might start to suffocate.
Gotcha.
So that is a concern. Do you want to do anything else with your turn?
Cast guidance says, yeah, I'm good.
All right. Kuspulad.
Well, already?
Yes.
Wow. I'm also over here helping the person who is buried. I have to spend a minute to right myself, and I grab the rope off of my pack and I loop it up over a tree branch so I can use my arms to help get me out of the snow first. And then I say, all right, come here, and I wave over Sai, and I start basically tying like a hunting rig around the feet, the kicking feet sticking out of the snow, and I tap the top of the boot like, I'm sorry, friend, this is going to hurt. And I start tugging on the rope looped over a tree branch like a pulley.
Oh,
trying to
nice.
lift
Okay.
them out.
All right. Simple machinery. I can dig that.
You want like a athletics check on that, probably?
Yeah, sure. And throw a +1 on there for the simple machine use.
Oh, it was almost great, and then it wasn't.
Shout out to my boy Rube Goldberg.
I got the opposite of an assist from the D4. It was a 21 and became an 8.
Oh, okay. Well, unfortunately, you spend most of your turn rigging up this apparatus, but it may pay dividends the next time you are able to use it. Do you have anything else in store for your turn?
I do not.
All right, Nicolau, it is your turn. You may start wherever and interact with the environment the way you want.
So I think because I did a double botch, I botched the check to avoid the avalanche, and I am 0 initiative. I am also actually buried under the snow near these people.
Okay, all right.
So while they're wrestling to get this person out, they'll hear a big and a big steam like coming out from the snow, and I just sort of
Like a dog.
I forgot to mention at the top of your turn, but you also took 3 points of bludgeoning
I
damage.
was wondering what happened with the
Yeah, you were the only one who botched it hard enough to take damage, I'm afraid.
But
You got snowed and iced in the face, and it hurt.
I'm not tracking the HP.
Are you
so I guess
handing a book over, Kaylee?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't know where the hell I put it.
Can't take damage if you don't
Yeah,
have any hit
I didn't
points.
write down my hit points, so I don't have any. So I'm good.
Excellent. Congratulations, you loopholed your way out of this.
And then I will try to assist to. I will see these two struggling over the buried person. I will help you, my friends, and I will reach under and I will try to yeet this person out myself.
All right. If you want to use the rope and pulley, the block and tackle that Kuzbalat has set up for you to use, I will allow you to make this roll with advantage.
I will politely turn to Kuz and say, "May I?"
Yeah, it's already in your hands. You're very big.
Both rolls bite ass. So an 11 was the best I can do.
11 is actually a success.
Okay, good.
Yep. You one more success should get this person free. Like they are basically only buried up to their neck at this point. You're winching them out.
Nice.
It is the wolf's turn. And Pavu, I can't see you over the tree stump, but I think you're right there next to them, right?
Yeah, I'm
All
right
right. Can you push Wolf C up to you? And then Wolf B is going to go over to your friend who's in the armor sitch.
Hey, Wolf C.
Over the log. You can go over the log. As a matter of fact, no, he's going to go through his friend's space. So yeah, that's perfect. Right where you had him. Perfect. Oh, right there. Right there.
So good directions.
Nice log.
Thank you. I made it myself.
That takes some serious colonic control.
All right. 2 of those wolves are going to make attacks on you.
Yeah.
With advantage because of pack tactics. Actually, the first one's a 10, so that's not going to...
Nope.
And the second one is a 14.
That meets my armor class.
All right. You are going to take... Oof. You're to take 7 points of piercing damage.
That's super cool.
Is it?
That's real great.
You look like you're really healthy right now.
I feel so good.
That's my favorite.
And that shouldn't have been an advantage. The one on your friend misses.
Great.
All right, so only one of the wolves is able to bite you, but those bites hurt, and they are gaining advantage from being next to each other, just so you're aware.
Well, they should stop fucking doing that then.
Stop
I'm
using
just
the power of
saying.
friendship.
And your friend is going to continue to try to put his armor on with 1 success. He's going to need multiple successes to get his armor on. That is the whole turn. We are back up to Pavu. It is your turn.
Oh, amazing. I feel real mad about this. So I'm gonna try to.
Rage?
I can't do that. That's not.
I mean, you can. It just won't do anything.
I am very angry right now. My emotions.
What would you like to do?
I would. Yeah, I'm gonna take another swing on. Can I push them? How do I push someone away?
You can use your attack to make a shove.
Okay, cool.
It's a contested athletics check. Your athletics versus their athletics or acrobatics, and
Okay.
if you succeed, they get pushed 5 feet backwards.
Okay, yeah, because I kind of.
The other thing is they could just walk right back in their next turn. So
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm gonna hit one with a sickle again because I'm mad and I want to hit things. So I'll take a swing on C this time and see if that does anything.
All right.
I'm so good with weapons, guys. That one doesn't hit, but I'm gonna take a bonus action to do an unarmed strike. And that's in that one.
Oh my
So,
god, your dice have abandoned you.
Oh no! Okay.
I'm the new Paul of the group.
What's out of my mouth?
He's
Okay.
past the curse.
Anything else with your turn?
Spread the curse.
Can't fucking move because they'll take opportunity attacks.
They
so,
definitely will.
Yeah, I'll just hang out here and die.
All right, sounds good. Sev, it is your turn with
Get some
Una on deck.
Okay. How is my dwarven friend doing?
Your dwarven friend is free of the wreckage. She is looking for something in the snow. You're not quite sure what. She's sort of like rooting through the loose packed snow looking for stuff.
Would you like a hand?
Yes, I need to find my flask.
All right, I will help her look for it
All right,
using my investigation.
that will work.
21.
First time go. One hand up to the wrist in the snow. You find something hard. You pull it out. She's like, "You found it, my flask!" she eagerly
I
like
have my hand on something hard. Do you want it?
yes, please. It's very precious to me.
I figured out where the sun went. It actually shines out of her ass.
Yeah, with one hand, I'll try to help her out with one hand and,
Okay.
and give her the flask with the other.
All right, that works. So she is now no longer prone. She has her flask. Would you like to do anything else with your turn?
I'll keep the concentration going. It can be for 10 minutes.
Okay.
But I guess I will just start to try to make sure the cart can go down appropriately. It doesn't just land in a jumble.
That's okay. So a gentle landing for the cart.
And was there anybody else on the caravan at the time?
It appears that this is it. The other half of the wagon, as you look at it, was the one that was tethered to the beast of burden that was dragging it. It met a grisly end sliding down the mountain. Nothing to be saved there, except for the meat.
All right. Then I'll just say to her, "Let's get clear."
Okay. She agrees.
And then we'll just move out of the way.
Una, it is your turn. Sai, you're on deck.
So, if anyone were to turn and look at Una, you would see her mouth moving, almost as if she's speaking, but no one can really hear. Maybe it's the wind, maybe she's just doing something weird, and I cast Dissonant Whispers on
That
Wolf
is
A.
big boy spell.
All right. On Wolf A.
On Wolf A, that is...
Wolf A.
That is...
Mr. Wolf.
Wisdom saving throw DC 13.
There's a wisdom on a wolf. +1. He makes it. 13.
Fuck.
13 exactly.
God
Sorry.
damn it.
You think you get half damage though?
Probably.
Yes.
Okay, so roll your damage.
Oh my
Shit
God.
damage. So it takes 2 points of damage.
Okay. All right. Well, we're whittling it away.
More than no damage.
Yeah, twice as much as before.
By the 8th turn of this combat, you guys will be
Times
all
more
over
damage
those.
than I did.
All right, it is Sai's turn. Kuspalad is on deck.
When someone was getting bit by wolves, were they yelling out, and would we be close enough to hear them?
Well, Pavu, you got bit by a wolf. Do you vocalize this, or do you internalize your pain like a real man?
No, I yell.
Okay, good.
I'm not like. Listen, I'm in touch with my emotions. I'm not all about that.
Fucking blog about it.
Nemea was the Catholic character.
All right. So, yes, there was a cry of pain when the wolf bit.
It was very masculine, though. It was definitely cool.
It didn't sound like a baby.
Cry!
Oh,
I'm in her.
these hurt very bad.
Man, Chris, I think people are in trouble, so I'm gonna go help them out.
All right, everybody.
Thank you and good night.
I think I am love with this tiny mushroom man.
Is movement reduced in the snow?
No, it is not difficult terrain. You can move your full 30.
30. Amateur.
All right, and then Sai's going to grab like a snowball and he's like, okay, man, and just huck it and cast Ice Knife.
Nice. Is that an attack
There's
roll?
rocks
Yeah.
and shit in that snowball.
We'll
Just like parade school.
Yeah, take that, bitch.
I can't believe you're doing the Meatwad voice.
Yeah, dude. Great surprise.
13 to hit.
13 hits. Which wolf is this? Which shoulder?
The one that's closest to me, I guess.
That's B.
Oh no, he's Kirby.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, actually, I can hit the. It's within range. I'll go for A. Sorry.
All right. A's good. Go ahead.
1d10 piercing. 7 damage.
All right.
And then anything within 5 feet must
Anything?
Yeah. Must succeed on a dex saving throw.
All right. So that will be Wolf, C, and
Bob.
Pablo.
Sorry.
If I die, this is gonna be really fucking funny.
It's gonna be the second campaign where you died in the first session.
Yeah.
C succeeds.
Oh my god.
Just kill me, Brian. Please just kill me now.
It's coming. Relax.
Before I get attacked.
Does the target have to make a dex saving throw too, or no? No. Okay. So what happens when you fail your dex saving throw?
It's 11.
So if you fail it, you take 7 damage. If you succeed, you take half of 7.
Wow.
Just gonna take this away.
Put it face down because you are. At
Yeah.
zero, so-
All right.
I can help you with a good bottle of water.
And all right. So C
God.
C takes 3 points of damage for passing the dex saving throw, right?
Bubble.
Well, you're at 0.
I was helping.
Yeah, I know it helped a lot.
Hey, we agreed that we know each other, right?
Yes.
All right, cool.
All right. And you said on a fail they take half damage, right?
Yeah.
So Wolf C took 3 points of damage. Anything else for your turn?
That's it.
All right. Kuzbalat is your turn. Nicolau, you're on deck.
I look at Nicolau. I think you've got this. They need help. And I will light a torch and run at top speed, which is really fucking fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm going to wail on Wolf A with a torch.
Did you take mobile?
I did.
Interesting choice for a first level feat.
Yeah. Fucking A. Dice are bad.
What'd you
Dice are
get?
bad, too.
I have a total of 6.
No, that's not going to do it.
Yeah, I'm just waving the torch around like, all right, come on, fuckers.
Anything else for Kuzbalat?
That is all I got.
Nicolau's on deck, then it's monster time.
No, Nikolau's on right now.
Or Nicolau's on right now, and then it's monster time. Sorry. Thank you.
I will turn to the. Who did we yeet out of the snow?
Nobody yet. You have one more success,
Oh.
and then this person's free.
I left it to
Oh.
Yeah, you look like you had it, so.
Oh, sure.
you. You're a minotaur with a pulley. I think you've got this covered.
I'll be
Dave, by the way, this is for you.
I'll be looting the corpse next round.
So
Rest in peace.
When he bails in, I don't think we were done here yet. I'll try again to get this person out of the snow. Do I have any magical assistance I can use for this? I do not. Chill touch. No, that's not going to help. Okay, we are eating. 17.
17 is enough. You free this person who, now that you can see the top of their head, their hat has been pulled off in this effort to get them out of the snow. You see a familiar shaved, tattooed head with gently pointed ears. It's a half-elf wizard's apprentice that you met who goes by the name of Zhao. And he's coughing and sputtering, and snow and ice are packed around his face, and he's, now he's I assume you don't, hoist him into the air and laugh at him like a piñata.
No.
No, that's Pavu.
But he's very grateful. He's coughing and sputtering, but he's like, thank you. I couldn't breathe under there.
You're right, my friend, and I will find his hat and shove it back on his head. Probably
Thank you.
undignified.
Full of snow.
And he has many questions, but we're going to resolve them outside of combat.
Okay.
It is monster time. And then Pavu is on deck
To make a death save.
to make death saving throws. Wolf C sees that Pavu hits the deck. He's actually going to grab you and drag you 15 feet into the woods. So if you could move both tokens.
Is he
Oh, yeah.
really gonna do that?
Oh, yeah, he's doing that.
Very heavy.
Well, I'll give him a strength saving throw.
You
How's
would do
that?
the same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
You rolled a 19 on the die.
Well, that's
Enjoy
great.
the woods.
Thanks.
I hear they're haunted.
Amazing. I love this.
Wolf
Guys, why do I
A.
play this fucking game? Fuck this.
Wolf A is going to turn and attack Kuspulad.
It's your turn to get dragged into the fucking woods.
He rolls a 4 on the die. No
you can
pack
do that.
tactics.
Yeah.
And the and Wolf B is going to attack the guy who's struggling with his armor. He's going to hit. He's going to do 8 points of damage.
Brian's just killing you to prove that there's no favoritism in bringing him coffee.
Yeah, thanks for the coffee, bud.
It's just
We're going to start drinking now.
Your coffee really gets me revved up for killing you.
That is a gigantic margarita drink. Wow.
I'm gonna fucking need it.
So the
Hell yeah, gigantic drink squad.
the wolf fighting Adazar, the half orc mercenary or the half orc flaming fist guy, is able to find purchase for his fangs where the armor isn't fully secured yet, and he's and the fangs sink into his intestines. He's deeply fucked. in the meantime, he's going to crit on putting his armor on. So he gets bit, and his adrenaline reaction is to shove this wolf off of him and wrap the sword belt around and cinch it tight to keep the blood from flowing. And he draws the sword. Now he's back in the fight. He's very few hit points, but he's very mad. We are back around to the top of the initiative order. Pavu, can you please make a death saving throw for me?
Yes, I can. I'm going to make it over here, see if it goes any better. This 10 is the...
10 is a success, right?
10 is yes, 10 is no die.
I think 10 is...
No, that is a
Is that a
die.
death save?
10 is die?
10 is good.
No, 10 is good, but I'm just making a joke. 'Cause singular.
Is die.
You roll a 10 on the die, but you don't die.
Yes.
It's very confusing.
Is die but not die.
Exactly. Zev, it is your turn, and then Una, you are on deck.
All right, so something occurred to me.
Club soda? It's upstairs in the fridge.
You know, I could get a better vantage point on what's going on to help these other potential friends here.
Okay.
I'm going to lower the caravan such that I can climb onto it.
Okay.
And lift it back up again so I have a better vantage point.
Okay.
Pull out my short bow
All right.
and see what I can shoot.
Imagine that, I don't want to wreck your mini. Okay. Imagine that,
That's
that this is, I don't know, how high in the air do you want it to be?
I can only... How high can I go again? I think it's like 20 feet.
Okay.
Enough so that I can get a good vantage point. I'm not exactly fishing for advantage here, but, you know, I'd like to at least be able to see what I'm shooting at.
I will say that nothing has cover if you're 20 feet in the air.
Lovely. And do I see that large man being dragged into the woods?
With your dark vision, you definitely would.
Okay, and that's 80 feet, more than 80 feet away?
Yeah, we said it was 80 to the log, so I'll give you another 20 feet, so 100 feet.
It's out of my short bow's range, I think. Wait, is it? Am I thinking about crossbows?
You can do it with
Like
disadvantage.
I said, folks, this is my first time playing a rogue
Nope,
and
don't
being
worry
all
about it.
rangy. Yeah, I can shoot at disadvantage.
Go ahead and take that shot then if you want.
Cool. Do I get a height advantage at all?
No, he's just not undercover.
Okay, that's fine. Worth a go.
And that was Wolf C. Okay.
There. Yeah, so it's a miss.
Okay. Captain America's fighting things.
But I am at least looking
He
super
hates
cool.
ice.
Yeah,
And
on a
my-
flying caravan, yeah.
Yeah, wind blowing my, probably blowing my fur around so you can see the lithe drow figure. You know.
While you are up in the air and taking stock of your newfound elevated position, you take a quick glance around the wagon. You realize that it's full of what were your traveling supplies the past few days? Fur blankets, food, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Important survival supplies. This was a cargo wagon. There was another wagon that was a sleeper wagon. God only knows where that went.
And now it's my surfboard.
And now it's your flying surfboard. Anything else for your turn, Zev?
That's it.
All right,
That's all I can
Una is up now. Sai's on deck.
Can I see the large man being dragged into the woods?
You absolutely can. I think that's within 30 feet, right?
Yeah.
All right, yes.
Yeah.
Barely.
So, barely.
Yes, it's on the edge.
He's
It's like
in
she's,
that square, so
she's
yes.
it's like right now, like they're in danger of being literally swallowed by the darkness of the forest.
Yeah, so Una is squinting through the darkness and the snow, trying to see a little bit clearer, and will cast Chill Touch
Okay.
on the wolf dragging Pavu into the woods.
All right, do it up.
Stop it. I want to eat that guy.
If you know, you know.
So, ooh, that might actually hit for once. Thank Christ. That's a 17.
17 does hit. Roll damage.
I was half expecting 17 just misses.
This is very big meal getting dragged into the woods.
And
Big
that
waste.
is 7 points of damage.
Wow.
All right, this wolf is not dead, but it has lost its will to drag Pavu into the woods. It is so badly wounded at this point. Like, it curls up on the ground, it's crying, it's, trying to maintain its body heat because it's freaking out about the sudden drop in temperature coming from its own internal organs.
I can do that too.
Is there anything else for Una on her turn? Just a move, no bonus?
Just to move, no bonus.
All right, Side is your turn. Kuzbalad's on deck.
Yeah, I'm within Thorn Whip range, so I'm just gonna whip it good.
Yeah.
16 to hit.
16 hits.
And 1d6 piercing. 2.
2 points of damage.
Yep.
And that was on B?
Oh, I think I add my wisdom modifiers of 4.
Not on a cantrip.
No?
If you
2.
roll you're not on damage.
Yep, it's a 2.
But it does get dragged 10 feet closer to you, if I recall correctly. Because it's Thorn Whip.
Yep.
All right, and that was on B. Okay. Anything else for you?
That's it.
All right.
If it's getting... Oh, no, he's putting his armor on. Never mind.
Kuspalad, and then Nikolai's on deck.
All right, I'm going to take another swing with my torch, try and hit this wolf in the face. That's A.
Okay.
That's a 20 total.
That hits.
All right, we are looking at a spicy... Ooh, I can do the thing. I'm going to mark him as my favored foe, which
Okay.
allows me to add extra damage.
All right.
That's a ton of fucking damage. That is 12 points.
That is more than 1 point. You killed that wolf.
Obliterate. And then I book it over to Pavu, so I'm going to go all the way around C and kind of like block off. Actually, no, I'm going to let the beast run.
Okay.
between the beast and the
Nicolau, it is your turn. You were done, right?
Yes. I will pat the half elf on the shoulder. Are you okay, my friend?
Yes. Thank you. Couldn't breathe.
Okay, good. I'm going to go help others. Okay.
Okay. I'll be right there.
You rest. It's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. These are 5-foot squares, right?
Yes, they are. By the way, thank you, Josh, for supplying the map.
Oh, of course.
And I see this one is in his thorny embrace.
Yeah.
What's this one doing?
That is your NPC buddy who's
that's the NPC.
yeah,
Okay.
he just put his armor on just in time to the end of the
Okay, so we got one wolf and one wolf.
Yeah.
And that's about it. All right, I might
Yeah.
as well.
And Pavu dying.
Okay.
He's fine. He's
Yeah.
totally fine.
That's okay. We'll split XP fewer ways.
And you get the XP for killing Pavu, so...
Well, the wolf does. Yeah, I guess I will. I guess I'll mind spike this guy.
Okay, go ahead.
Or mind sliver. Mind silver? Sliver.
Sliver. Mind
I
sliver.
don't know why
Yeah.
it looks like mind silver.
I believe that is an intelligence
It
saving
is
throw.
a intelligence save. Yes, please.
Are you smarter than a wolf?
That is going to be a
That'd be a show.
7 total.
That's definitely not going to do it.
And if you're not, the wolf eats you.
It's time to determine if these kids are smarter than a wolf.
1 point psychic damage. There's a
Okay.
But it loses it subtracts 4 from its next saving throw. It needs to
Gotcha.
take.
That's fucking cool.
It is fucking cool.
All right. Is that all for Nicolau?
That is all for Nicolau.
All right. The wolves. Let's see. Kuspalad can take an attack of opportunity on C as it tries to flee into the woods.
if it's trying to flee into the woods, I decline.
Okay. Wolf B is going to flee in a straight line back towards Kate. Thorn Whip doesn't restrain it, right? No. Okay. Then you can move Wolf B 30 feet into the woods, please, Kate.
Oh, I thought
Or
that would restrain.
No.
Okay.
That works. They are in full retreat. At this point, if you don't wish to pursue them, combat is over.
I have no say in this. I'm dead.
I will not be pursuing. I do want to try and do a medicine check to stabilize Pavu.
Yeah,
All right. We'll make if that succeeds, it'll be the last turn of combat then. Go ahead.
Yeah, I would just be readying a shot to see if anything else is coming. Keep an eye out for other wolves.
13.
13. 13 is enough to stabilize, I believe.
Probably.
I'm going to say yes. 10 on the die. Seems successful to me. You're stabilized. You're not making death saving throws anymore.
Am I at 0 or...
You are at 0.
Just chilling, though.
Just chilling. You will not die unless something does more damage to you in the meantime.
Amazing.
I will.
Go ahead.
Nicolau, if it's okay for me to do so, Nicolau's going to book over there.
Okay.
And assuming we're out of combat and I can do it, just going to put a big beefy paw over her head. And I will say, Lady Eldath, bring her back, and I will give her cure wounds.
Lady.
Wasn't that the name of your dwarf?
But
Elda?
not mine.
No,
Eldath
Eldith
is a goddess of peace and healing.
Oh, no,
and fair.
she was in Out of the Abyss as an NPC.
Yep. She was named for the
So-
goddess,
is
though,
that right?
actually.
Are you a cleric, Paul?
No, we'll find out.
It's a mystery.
Come on.
It's the mystery corner over here.
Oh, fun.
And this is just the meatwad corner.
I'm the fun drug guy.
It does mushrooms?
I love that mini, by the way, Dave. It's
Yeah, you did a great job on that.
8 points. You get 8 hit points back.
All right, so you're back up with 8 hit points.
So
DC
good.
10 for future reference.
For stabilizing?
Yep.
Thank you. All right, so combat is officially over. We'll turn the combat music off to emote as such.
Sai, are you alright?
Well, I'm okay.
Comes a voice from atop the floating caravan.
I don't know about the people by the log. There was a lot of yelling.
I'll just put away the short bow amongst the robes and the back and everything. And I'll just look down. What's my dwarf friend's name, by the way? I forgot to write it down.
Anon Ironhelm. Annon. Ironhelm.
Was there a name
Anon?
of the? Was there a name of the half elf too?
Zhao.
Anon Ironhelm.
And what's my orc buddy's name again?
Adazar.
And that was a woman or a guy?
Adazar's a male.
Anon?
Anon Ironhelm is a female. And Zhao he presents as male.
Okay. Zhao is a male. I don't know who Zhao is yet, but
yeah, you know as in like you've met all these people before, but you don't know
Goliath,
who's where.
right?
No, Zhao is a half elf. Pavu is a Goliath.
okay, cool. I'll get all this straight.
Yes, you will.
Well, I'll just look down to Anon. Was she the caravan driver?
No, she was just a fellow traveler.
Okay.
The wagon master was on a different wagon and does not appear to be here. You see no sign of the other wagons. Taking stock now, and you can all take part in this without a check. The snow that made up the avalanche pushed you well and truly off the path. The path actually now lies at a very steep slope, some maybe 60 to 80 feet above you up the mountain. You've fallen down into this ravine where the wilderness and the trees from the bottom valley of the mountains and the spine of the world have started to coalesce around the foothills. Getting up to where you were seems kind of like an impossibility at this point. Between the broken trees, the loose packed snow, climbing, you know, as a mountaineer, you could maybe do this if you didn't have to worry about carrying gear. You definitely cannot get civilians up there who don't know their way around mountaineering. It seems like if you are going to find a way out of the spine of the world mountains, you are going to have to find a new way yourself. The path you are on is no longer an option.
I think I have this levitation up for another 9 minutes or so I can change its altitude.
It's an elevator.
Yeah.
We've invented elevators.
The target can move only by pushing or pulling against a fixed object or surface within reach, such as a wall or ceiling, which allows it to move as if climbing. I can change the target's altitude by up to 20 feet in either direction on my turn. Up to you how you want to handle this.
If you want to try and elevate back up to the path, be my guest.
It only carries 500 pounds.
Does it look doable, is what I'm wondering.
Well, it's so...
I'll get off of it, by the way.
Yeah, well, so I imagine Zev weighs probably in the neighborhood of 100 pounds with all her gear, right?
Yeah, probably like 110.
I would say with Zev on the wagon, plus whatever's still on the wagon and the weight of the wagon itself, you are topped out at about 500 pounds. The wagon is very heavy, and it's full of crap right now. If you could take all the crap out of it, you could probably fit 2 medium-sized humanoids at a time on the wagon and still maintain the levitation.
The other thing about it is levitating straight up. It's probably a hill, so you might not be near.
Right.
Yeah.
A trail that you think you're near.
I will tell you, don't feel like you're pigeonholed into doing anything here. I have contingency plans either way. You guys attack this any way you want to attack it.
It just says I can move it. I can change its altitude, and
which to me,
push her
straight up and down.
Yeah, you can go straight up and down. I mean, if you want to go straight up and see if maybe there's some way you could levitate the wagon and maybe tie a rope off.
Yeah, that's like fly it like a kite.
Yeah.
Up the hill.
I'm raising my hand for class.
Go ahead.
I want to grab Nicolau and say, hey, we need to get Pavu over to the mouth of this cave, somewhere that we can get out of the wind so we can light a fire.
And
shall I put this down then?
Yes.
Very well.
Do you guys need some good shroom?
Hold on. Okay.
When you say that, you hear a voice in your head, and it's a young girl's voice, and Una's shaking more out of fear than cold at this point, and you just hear, "Can I stay with you? The cave's warm and big, but can I stay with you?"
And I sort of look around and I realize that you were there and say, "Oh, were you part of the caravan?"
No.
All right, come, Nicolau. Let's get Pavu over to the mouth of the cave. Yeah, come over here.
Come on up, my friend.
I can, they get me on my feet, and I'm like, I'm fine.
You're at 0 hit points. You were very not fine.
I have 8 hit points, thank you very much.
After an hour.
No, she got healed.
Yeah.
Oh, you got healed. Okay.
I will gently lay the caravan down.
Skadoosh.
Yes, exactly.
better
And
process.
since it looks like we're not going to be picking it up, I will drop concentration on it.
Okay. All right.
So, Zev, this strange drow dame just breathes a sigh of relief.
I love it.
Do you have blankets in that wagon?
Everybody should grab what they can. Yes, there are fur blankets.
Bring some.
I make my way over to the
Good
cabin and the caravan and just start picking up like supplies and stuff that we're going to need for camping in the cave and just bringing them over there, like blankets and food and whatever.
I will aid as best as I can.
I will allow everybody to make an investigation check to search the remains of the wagon caravan.
Did you say
Anybody
it's-
who's participating.
You say it's dark now?
It is dark.
I will
It-
cast dancing lights to
it is
provide
no longer dark.
illumination for
It
you.
is now, what is that, dim light within 30 feet?
It's like...
It's 4 globes that do like 15 feet each.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have them like just circling around.
And I'm going to start a campfire right